I decided to make one more wrap of 2024. It's about like irrespective of language or genre. I really, really loved these K dramas and anime that I think everybody should have on their watch list at the end of the year or at least next year. For me, definitely the first is Shogun on the list because one, it was in two languages at the same time, and two, the performances were so good. And I don't even have to mention how good the show in general looked, but one scene sold it to me like immediately in the early episodes is like when they really started cutting through people. When they started slashing through people, you could see that, and that had me hooked immediately. But throughout the season, it followed through. Like in the politics, in the drama, in the thrilling moments, it all works really well balanced. Again, very rare to find. The second on my list is Agatha All Along because why not? Catherine looks amazing. I mean, she was made, the character was made for her. I can't even imagine somebody else playing Agatha anymore. I mean, she's that good. And she also makes like an appearance as herself in What If, a very random episode, but it's also like good to hear her play. It just brings out the craziness of Agatha even more. In fantasy overall, I enjoyed the Rings of Power season 2 as compared to House of the Dragon. It was just written better, and I do believe the fact that I watched it all together may have something to do with how much I liked it. The last two episodes were the best of season 2 because it just adds a lot more lore to what we already know about Lord of the Rings. As for something wholesome, I think Only Murders in the Building was definitely the best out of the shows that I watched, and I haven't watched a lot from Apple TV. But still, I do think Only Murders in the Building overall is one of the best shows of the year, especially in that genre. It was way too wholesome and also found a great way to incorporate a lot of the previously done story into like season 4. Felt like they're finally coming to full circle as compared to the previous seasons, which were kind of going out of their way and leading to a different story. In animation, Arcane has to top the list, like without a doubt, because even though the season 2 was a bit rushed, it gave justice to all of their characters with incredible music and like incredible animation. Other than that, in anime, I thoroughly enjoyed Delicious in Dungeon. I know that's like way out of something that I usually would talk about, but definitely one of the best like wholesome vibe shows of the year. Now Dandadan is more up my alley. That's something I usually watch, but just the fact that it tries to mix and does it very well, horror and sci-fi at the same time with like really good characters that are also funny. It is one of the best shows, like not even just the debut, but like I think this is something that makes me want to go back to watching like basic anime, like high school cute stuff at the same time. So just overall, it's a very good show. Talking about high school and like kids, Windbreaker definitely came as a surprise to me. I would never have thought that I will watch a show about kids delinquents, not even just kids, like people who just like to fight each other and be impressed by them. I did not think that would ever happen. But the characters are written so well and the animation was so basic but good that I have to say this is one of the shows that I definitely enjoyed this year without a doubt. 2024 was really, really good for K drama as well, but I only picked like two for my list, and I'm surprised myself. But like out of everything that I've watched, that I've completed throughout the year, I think Light Shop and Lovely Runner were the two shows that topped for me throughout the year. Light Shop is like thriller and horror, and Lovely Runner is like wholesome high school like romantic comedy, and it was the best. Lovely Runner does have like controversial plot where like a fan goes to save an idol, like somebody she likes and appreciates as a singer, but the way it is done, it's so nonchalant that the fact that it could be creepy or toxic doesn't even occur to it. It's just done that well. I can't even talk about Light Shop without feeling the chills that I felt while watching the show. The last scene of the entire show definitely makes up for every traumatic experience I had while watching it. It was just well written, well directed.